The thing with this dog is, all I'm doing 24 hours a day is constantly saving its life. That's all I do. I'm just like, no, Ollie, no, that's glass. No, Ollie, no, don't eat that. That's human poo. No, don't eat that. No, those electrical wires. That'll kill you. No, Ollie, that's the never any possible at Olive Garden. Don't eat that. Whatever. And the thing is, the only real joy you get from the dog, apart from, everybody says, well, it shows you love and it licks you, and the dogs don't love you, they just love salt. You're mistaking the love for you. They don't lick the TV, they don't lick the plants, they don't lick the furniture. They lick you because you got salt. They're like, salt. And people are dumb enough to go, hey, it loves me. It knows English. But the thing is, the only pleasure I get is when the dog, falls down. Or, like if I'm throwing the ball and it's kind of wet and it goes running after the ball and the ball takes a funny hop and then it hits its nose in the thing, goes like that, and then I'm like, but I'm laughing at it, not with it. The dog's not sitting there with me going like, yeah, you saw that, right? What the fuck? No, and if you're going to do that, you might as well just have a retarded person in the house, Like a domesticated retarded person, of course, but that's the enjoyment. And that dog is going to be a pain in my ass for the next 12 years, 10 if I'm lucky, whatever. But then at 4:30 in the morning when I got to take it out and it's raining, I'm like, man, you better fall down a motherfucking flight of stairs. You are not, the fucking give to take ratio on this relationship is way the fuck off. And here's a true story. This is the real reason I'm not enamored of this dog. This is true. I had just gotten it, and my girlfriend and I were in bed, and it was nice and cold out, and I had the comforter. And look, I like to treat myself right. You know what I'm saying? I got a duvet, which is French for cover. All right, and it's fucking goose down and stuffed with caviar and foie gras and covered with golden teeth and whatever. So I have this awesome bedding, and the dog, we have the dog sleep with us on top of the bed, and so the dog's still hyper and jumping around. I finally get to sleep, and then this is when whatever. All right, so the dog wakes up and it starts bouncing around. It doesn't know that I'm drunk and hungover. It doesn't understand, hey, Ollie, listen, I love you so much, but you gotta let me sleep till 1. It doesn't mean anything to it. And it's just bouncing around. So I'm sleeping, and during the night, I get hard-ons. Sorry. Ladies, it's the truth. That's how God did me. That's how I roll. I roll with the nighttime erection. So you're sleeping, you get hard-ons, right? So the dog is bouncing around, and in my dream, I'm deep in REM state, and I'm dreaming this crazy dream, and it's like Burger King is like seriously, there's Burger King, and I'm up in a hot air balloon, and I'm like, then we start getting in a fight because I know Burger King's lying to me, and he keeps claiming that he has all this other shit, and I'm like, fuck you, Burger King, and this is like this weird dream, but I know that I'm a spy, and I need to report back to headquarters, and then the dogs start bouncing on my dick through the covers, through the nice warm covers. So then all of a sudden the dream starts changing a little bit to reflect the true nature of what's happening in my physical state. So now the Burger King is now it's Alyssa Milano. It's Alyssa Milano all of a sudden, and holy shit, she's got Victoria's Secret stuff on, and now she's an angel. And it's like, oh my God. And then she starts giving me a hand job, and it's like this loving hand, just like, it feels like 1,000 angels' tits, and they're rubbing. And the dog's bouncing, and then I sort of, because I'm being jostled away, as I think that angels are giving me a hand job, I sort of come to and I realize, oh wait, I'm dreaming. This is, my dog, and I'm sort of half asleep, half awake, and I'm going like, Ollie, stop it, but I'm not trying that hard, And then I come. I let myself come. Half of me knows it's my dog. It's true. Not good. All right, let's move on from that. That's a disturbing visual. You know who I think are the true victims of global warming? I think Orthodox Jews. Because winter is the only time that those people don't look absolutely ridiculous. You know, when I see them in New York or LA and I see the Hasidim and they're dressed in like 9 layers, it's fucking 95 degrees out, it's broiling, and they're dressed in like 9 layers of black, you know, and they've got the furry hats and all that shit and the crazy hair, and it's disgustingly hot, and they've got this like 8th century garb on, and I look at them and I think, there, but for the grace of God, go I. Thank you for not making me want to thank you so much. What is up with that anyway? Come on, let them off the hook. Let the secrets out. Come on. Enough. Joke's over, God. Joke's over. Let them go. It's been 5,600 years, all right? Come on, let them in on the secret that it's ridiculous. Won't you please? This is the longest punking in history. What are you doing? Man, and hey, here's a question. What is gravity like in heaven? Because it's enough to keep you on a cloud, but not enough to make you go through the cloud. So the gravity must be like kind of like lighter than moon gravity, because you can definitely stay on the cloud, and I don't know how there's nothing solid to spring off for your step, you know? So it's like every time you step, you could never get anything that's within 100 yards of you, because every time you step, somebody's like, hey dude, can you toss me that frisbee? You'd be like, yeah, whoa, and then you go flying like 4 football fields, because gravity is so... Alright. Whatever. I like it. What? Heaven's whatever you want it to be? Alright. Here's what I want it to be. I want it to be a set at Bonnaroo in the comedy tent where people don't yell out simplistic nonsense that could be found at your average hippie Wiccan store. That's all right. Now I don't believe in heaven. And I don't believe in hell. So what do you want heaven to be? Hey! Now wait a second. That was harsh and uncalled for. Or wait, did you mean me? Oh, okay, then that's fine. Sorry. I'm kidding. That was not cool. I'll tell you what though, heaven must be, seriously, it must be fucking packed by now. I mean, there must be, think of all the people that have existed since, you know, Christ died. I mean, you're talking trillions and trillions of people are in heaven. You know, it must be massive. Not so many Japanese and Chinese probably, right? But still a ton. Well, they don't know about Christ. What do they know? All right, you know, they're new to it. Maybe 1 generation's worth. But seriously, the heaven must be crammed. But here's the thing, that when you go to heaven, you like have all the knowledge of your culture and your world. So like people that I would hang out with in heaven would say the word like a lot. Like it's like this, you know, and they use slang and idiom, and you have all the stuff, access to the stuff that you know, like PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, but still heaven's cramped, so there's probably like, just right there next door is probably a street urchin from 18th century London, you know, chimney sweep, like, please sir, get a little bit of A-Benny, right? You know, who's sitting there and he's got his little, you know, the cup that's on the stick with the little ball that's on the string, and that's what he gets to play with, and he's like, please sir, can I see your video game? No dude, you cannot see this. This would fucking blow your mind. Sorry, your head would explode like Scam scanners or some shit. You would die again. I mean, you can't, you know, just have fun with your cup. How's that treating you? Well, this is all I got for eternity, you know.